Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Liebherr CNSFD5704 fridge freezer. What I want to do today is to show you around the fridge freezer some of the features and benefits that it offers. First of all, I'm going to show you the dimensions on this because I'm not quite sure if you get the scale of it. It's quite a beast, to be honest. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the measurements. So first of all, the width. So left to right, you're looking at just under 60 centimetres or 23.5 inches. And the height, which is the main thing, I suppose even I'm looking up at this one. And so it's 201 centimetres or 79 inches. And the depth, so front to back, and on this one, you're looking around 67 centimetres or just over 26 inches. So whatever space you're going to put it into, just make sure that it's going to fit, because the last thing you want to do is order it, put it into place and then realise it doesn't fit. This model is available in two colours, either in white or in this colour, stainless steel. Now it is a fingerprint free stainless steel, which is always the preferred option nowadays. Last thing you want to do is to be having to clean it all the time. Now to open the doors, it's really nice. You've got a nice recessed handle down the side of both the fridge and the freezer door. I'll just show you that. So you've just got a recess, it goes all the way up, so it doesn't really matter how tall you are. I only mention that because on some fridge freezers where it is a recessed handle, there's only a small part of the door where you've actually got a recess. And for some people, if you're either very short or very tall, then that could make a difference to, I suppose, how easy it is to open either door. As you open the door on the fridge, then I've actually got it plugged in at the moment. So if I press and hold this, this is the on and off button. You normally have to hold it for about 3 or 4 seconds, then it kicks into action. So even though I've plugged it in, it's not necessarily switched on, which I think is actually a brilliant idea. So the first thing to notice is that you've got a really nice white LED light at the top here, and personally I love that. I think it's a really good position for it because it illuminates a lot of the fridge. Now quite a bit to talk about in here. First of all, you've got safety glass shelves. I know they've got the blue tape on at the moment, that's just while they're in transit, just stop them moving. But as I say, you've got, well, 3 of those shelves, and these shelves measure, was it 48 centimetres wide, around 18.5 inches. And the depth, so front to back, looking around 38.5 centimetres or just over 15 inches. So that's those 3 shelves. The bottom shelf is slightly deeper, so it's the same width, but you're looking at around 48 centimetres or just under 19 inches. At the bottom here in the salad compartment, first of all, to note that it's a really good size. I'm just going to measure this for you. So it's 42 centimetres wide or 16.5 inches, and the depth of it, you're looking around 44.5 centimetres, around 17.5 inches. And personally, there are very few on the market of this size. So if you're into storing things like fresh fruit or vegetables in your fridge, then this is certainly a good consideration. Carrying on with the salad drawer, there's actually a feature within the salad drawer that Liebherr called Easy Fresh. And really what this is designed to do is to increase the humidity within the salad compartment. And what that can do is that can help to keep your fruit and vegetables fresher for longer. You've also got the trays on the side here. So when it comes to storing things like your milk or your juices or eggs, anything like that, then they can all go in the side. As far as I'll just measure these for you. So each of them are around 39.5 centimetres wide, around 15.5 inches, and the depth you're looking around 10 centimetres. I only mention that because some people want to know if you've got certain bottles that will fit in there. This is quite a good time to mention about the door alarm. If you've got, say, young kids in the house, if they come and leave one of the doors open, then you'll get an alarm like this. So it is, first of all, the light that will flash on and off. Also, you've got the audible alarm, as you heard a moment ago. A couple of other things to mention while I've got the fridge door open. First of all, the capacity on the fridge is 227 litres, which is, if you're comparing it to other models on the market, this is actually a really big fridge. Secondly, you can actually adjust these if you want to. So if you wanted to take them out for cleaning purposes, or if you just wanted to move them around, and that's all you normally do, you just give them a gentle tap from underneath and you've got plenty of scope to move them around within the fridge door. Now you have actually got a really nice LED display at the top here. Now what I'm going to do, because I can't actually put it on the tripod because my tripod isn't tall enough, so I've just got to lift the camera up. Oh, let's just shut the door a moment. There we are. So I've shut the door, then open it again, then the alarm stops. What this is displaying is the temperature of the fridge and the freezer, and clearly it's not got down to temperature yet because I've only just turned it on. But you've got quite a few adjustments within here. So if I wanted to, and then you can change the temperature from within here. This is all easy to do. You've got other settings, things like super cool, power cool, super frost mainly for the freezer, different holiday settings, and just have a quick look. So you got e-saver as well. So some of these settings, if you're going on holiday, then I'd recommend having a look within the instructions, because what it will do, you've actually got different options that the fridge and the freezer can run more efficiently, because it knows that the door isn't going to be open within a certain time frame. As I open the door on the freezer, again you've got the recessed handle that goes all the way down to the bottom, which is always a good feature. Now in here, so it features no frost technology. Essentially you won't need to defrost it, which is always a bonus. The capacity on the freezer is 132 litres, and again, similar to the fridge, if you're comparing sizes on capacities between different models, then this is certainly one to look at. What you've got is so 4 drawers within here. You've not got any of them where you've got the flaps on the front. I'm really not a fan of those. You will also find that the bottom one is slightly shallower. So as far as the sizes on these, so the width, you're looking at 39.5 centimetres wide, and the bottom drawer, 39.5 centimetres, and for people that still work in inches, you're looking around 15.5 inches. And as far as the depth, then you're looking around 29 centimetres, or just under 11.5 inches. And just before I measure the others, that's quite good, because I mentioned about the audible alarm before, so it's good that it still works when the freezer door is open. Tell you what, let me just shut that a moment and then open it. That will just stop the alarm going off. But as far as the dimensions in these drawers, then the widths are all the same, but as you come over to these, so the top 3 are slightly deeper, so you're looking around 37.5 centimetres, or just under 15 inches. You will notice that on all of the drawers you've got recessed handles, so it just makes life so much easier, especially when it's full, because they can get quite heavy. You've also got glass tray or glass shelves at the bottom, so if you didn't want to use the drawers, then you've still got the ability to put something on the shelf. I suppose a classic thing would be at Christmas time, if you got a really large turkey, then what you can do is, if you wanted to, you could just take the drawers out and then just use the shelves. Entirely up to yourself how you want to do it, but it's nice to have the flexibility. So well done, Liebherr. Just pop those in. Something else to mention, as far as the door seal, these can actually come off and you can replace them yourselves. So there's no point paying an engineer to come out and to replace a door seal, because sometimes after, I don't know, a handful of years, then you just find that the door seal isn't quite sealing as well as it could do. So I'd recommend just getting a new one for both the fridge and the freezer and just replace it yourself. No point paying someone to come and replace it for you. Just wanted to show you around the back of the fridge freezer. Now I know for a lot of people it's not too important, but I just wanted to show you because it's a nice flat back, and for some people, I suppose depending on where it's going to be, could make a little bit of a difference. But that's all I want to do, just show you around the back. And as you can see at the bottom left there, that's where the mains is connected. Now on this one, this is actually a plug that just comes out like that. So it could mean, so again, for some people, if you're going to have to drill a hole to put it through to get it connected to a main socket, then just by plugging that in could make life a bit easier for you. The fridge freezer also has a feature called duo cooling, and essentially what this means is that you've actually got 2 different circuits for the fridge and the freezer. So on a lot of fridge freezers, what will happen is you've actually got the air that's transferred between the fridge and the freezer, but not the case in this one. So although you've only got 1 compressor, you've actually got 2 completely separate circuits, which is actually a really good idea, because it means you First of all, the food doesn't tend to dry out as it can do on some other fridge freezers. Also, you don't get a transfer of any smells, things like that. Just show you the energy label on the fridge freezer, and as you can see here, it's a D energy rating. I'd recommend comparing it to other models on the market. You'll realise that this isn't actually too bad. I know some people look at it and go, well, as a D, that's not going to be that great, but just have a look at this. This is the main figure, 210 kilowatt hours per annum. For this size of fridge and freezer, then that is actually pretty good. Just showing the capacities as well, so 132 litres in the freezer and 227 litres in the fridge. You can actually reverse the doors if you wanted to, so if you wanted it hinged the other way, for whatever reason, then you've got the ability to do that. It's all in the instructions and it's actually pretty simple to do. A couple of accessories that it comes with. First of all, you've got a bottle rack, so that just sits in the fridge, and you've got that, so a cheeky little egg tray, that comes with it as well, and that's designed to just sit in the shelf like that. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these models, either white or the stainless steel model, I've provided a couple of links below to show you where to get them at competitive prices. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Liebherr CNSFD5704 fridge freezer. It's quite a lot to talk about actually, even though it's just a fridge freezer. I do find that sometimes when I start talking about fridge freezers, because what I want to do is I like to show people the measurements of the shelves and things like drawers, things like that. Because sometimes if you're going to put something in the freezer drawer, then sometimes it's important to know the dimensions. So that's why I mentioned some of these. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. All I normally say is please give me a thumbs up on my YouTube video. It's nice the door alarm's still working. Anyway, please give me a thumbs up on my YouTube video, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If there's something that you think I've missed that you wanted me to talk about, or if you've got a question on it, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, if you've got a Liebherr fridge freezer, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for joining me.